Welcome, Paige and Leah. Climate risk is a significant focus this year, so I have invited JT to join our discussion.
Hello, boss. The boss sees climate change as a top priority.
Thank you all. We are particularly focused on understanding how MC Limited is addressing climate risks in financial reporting.
Glad you are tackling this seriously. Climate factors impact operations significantly.
Could you summarize specific climate impacts affecting your financials?
Yeah, extreme weather has hit our crop years, affecting revenue slightly. There is also potential future cost from the government's carbon pricing scheme, so it is modest now. So far, no immediate financial impacts this year.
We run scenario analysis. Under a severe scenario by 2030, tougher regulations and increased storms, our coastal plants might close earlier than planned. However, management believes earlier closure unlikely, so no impairment recorded yet.
If asset life shortens under IAS 36, it would be trigger impairment or acceleration depreciations. How did your analysis conclude?
We conclude no impairment was needed. An external valuation expert confirmed the plant's recoverable amount exceeds carrying value. There is no current regulation forcing early shutdown.
We will review that external report closely. Under ASA 540, we will perform sensitivity analysis to independently test the scenario of a 2030 closure.
Understood. We will provide all underlying assumptions and expert reports.
Good. Any time is related provisions or liabilities?
We accorded provision for environmental restoration at drought-affected farms. Investments in eco-friendly equipment are treated as capital expenditures, not liabilities.
Stricter water regulations might emerge, but nothing concrete yet. Future obligations would be recorded as they materialize.
We will check completeness of your environmental provisions and verify no obligations related to new equipment or grants were missed.
Well, regarding disclosures, IFRS 2 promotes transparency around climate scenarios. Have you included adequate disclosure this year?
Yes, we voluntarily adapt a sector of IFRS Section 2. Our annual report outlines our 2035 carbon neutrality plan and discuss potential climate change impacts. Should disclose remain high level?
We disclose scenario assumptions like asset life and commodity prices. Under a 2-degree warming scenario, detailed financial impacts aren't quantified yet, since adjustment was necessary.
And we will review these disclosures carefully to ensure clarity and material completeness.
If we identify any gaps or unclear elements, we will discuss enhancements promptly.
Appreciate it. We aim to balance transparency without cautioning unnecessary harm.
This has been very informative. It's a resourcing to see protective collaboration on these critical issues.
Thanks for your cooperation. We will follow up details audit procedures, recheck valuations, provisions, and disclosures.
I will assist with climate data.
And I will handle financial question. Collaboration is key.
Let's review our implement testing for the facility under severe climate scenarios. Andy, what's your worst case scenario?
By 2030, stricter regulations and severe storms could force earlier plant closure or costly retrofit and significantly shorten its life.
However, our main assumption remains that the plan operates until 2040. Hence, no impairment recorded currently.
Under IAS 36, we must change this assumption. We have independently tested a scenario where the plant closed by 2030 to check impairment's necessity.
Our sensitivity analysis shows that even in the harsher scenario, no improvement is needed. The plant's recoverable value exceeds carrying amount.
That's reassuring. Our internal tests indicated the same, and it's good your independent assessment alliance.
Okay, we will document this test thoroughly in our audit papers.
We also noted your prudent step of shortening plant depreciation from 20 to 15 years. Was that due to climate concerns?
Well, exactly, it was precautionary, according for potential climate impacts and slightly increased depreciation this year.
Okay, we will verify that adjustment is a sensible measure.
On environmental provisions, we reviewed cost for soil remediation and at the closed farms. They appear reasonable. We found no significant unrecorded liabilities, but suggest updating provision estimates for recent inflation, slightly increasing accuracy.
Agree. We'll implement that minor provision adjustments immediately.
Good. Another area we reviewed was climate risk disclosures. Initially brief, your disclosures significantly improved after our feedback.
They now detail scenario assumptions, including potential 2030 plant closure, aligning well with IFRS S2 expectations.
We integrated more sustainability reports detail into financial statements, like asset value impacts under different scenarios, and our carbon neutrality strategy. It's as valuable context for investors.
Indeed, this expanded disclosure should address investor conscience clearly and proactively.
Excellent improvement. We believe the disclosure now meets stakeholder and regulatory expectations.
Given climate risk significance, we'll highlight it as a key audit matter in our audit report, outlining our implement test, provisions check, and the disclosure review.
We anticipated that and agree it will reassure investors.
It shows our joint seriousness about addressing climate issues transparently.
Thank you, Ling and Andy. Your proactive cooperation made this audit productive and beneficial.
Thank you. The auditor process significantly improved our internal process and disclosures.
Absolutely, a collaborative approach is essential when managing emerging risks like climate change.
Let's start with Aurora audit conclusions on climate risks page.
Certainly, climate risk was a significant focus. Following ASA 315, we assessed the impact on assets, valuation, provisions, and disclosures. We are issuing an unmodified opinion. Financial statements are fairly presented.
Specifically, we examined the coastal plant valuation under severe scenarios, evaluated environmental provisions, and reviewed disclosures. We found no improvement needed as our sensitivity analysis supported management's view. We suggest a small update to environmental provisions for inflation, which management implemented.
What about the climate disclosure?
Initially limited, the disclosure greatly improved following our feedback. They now clearly outline scenario assumptions and uncertainties, aligning with IFRS S2 guidance.
We expanded closure significantly details climate scenario impacts on asset values and clarifying our carbon neutrality strategy. It strengthens transparency.
Integrating more detail from our sustainability report into the financial statement proved beneficial. It provides clear investor context, preparing us for IFRS S2 compliance.
Excellent outcome. You will highlight the climate risk as a key audit matter in your report.
Exactly. Our report will outline procedures performed, impairment testing, provision checks, disclosure review, and conformance treatment were appropriate.
Good. Lynn, are you satisfied from the managed side?
Well, yes. The auditors were thorough and helpful. We have incorporated all recommended adjustments. The statements now reflect our climate risk transparently.
Agreed. The auditor provides our internal processes and encourage deeper climate risk integration into future financial planning.
Great collaboration. Looking forward, how will both sides continue improving on climate risk handling?
We will annually reassess climate risks, adapt to evolving standards like IFRS S2, and further strengthen our audit methodologies on climate impacts.
Thanks to this year's audit, we now have a strong foundation for future audits, allowing deeper dives into specific climate issues.
Management will enhance data collection and consider external assurance on sustainability metrics, strengthening financial reporting.
Operationally, we will actively building resilience, upgrading infrastructure, diversifying resources, and cutting emissions to minimize future financial uncertainty.
Outstanding commitment for everyone. This delegate approach reassurance shareholders and build trust. Thank you for all this valuable collaboration.